everyone, and welcome back to Men Can Be Anorexic. My name is Connor, and for this week's video, I'd like to talk about something I used to do when I was sick. But as always, before I say more, a trigger warning for anyone going through or recovering from anorexia, just because I might say some stuff that could be triggering or upsetting, and the last thing I want to do is put anyone in a bad place. Ever since I started to restrict, I've felt the need to eat something healthy immediately after eating something unhealthy. For example, I have several memories of finishing a slice of pizza and walking directly to the fridge to make myself a salad. Up until recently, I hadn't given much thought to this past compulsion of mine. Now, thanks to the clarity I've gotten through recovery, I can see the disordered nature of my behavior. It sounds harmless, doesn't it? I mean, what's wrong with eating some salad after eating a slice of pizza? It's not like I was opting for salad instead of pizza. Shouldn't we celebrate the fact that I let myself eat pizza in the first place? Well, yeah, I guess. For someone suffering from anorexia, eating pizza and a salad is better than not eating pizza at all. But just because one action is worth celebrating doesn't mean another action is exempt from scrutiny. If you saw someone help an old woman cross the street and then immediately turn around and pickpocket a tourist, you wouldn't call them a hero and leave it at that. This compulsion of mine, feeling the need to eat salad immediately after eating pizza, is evidence of an unhealthy relationship with food. It shows that I was thinking in black and white. Pizza is bad, salad is good, therefore if I eat pizza I must also eat salad. Otherwise, I'll be out of balance. In our fat-phobic, diet-crazy culture, we're taught to think of food in rigid terms. Whereas apples, carrots, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts are considered good, pizza, cookies, chips, and hamburgers are considered bad. To be clear, good and nutritious are not the same thing. It would be silly for me to stand here and try to argue that carrots and chips are nutritionally equal. When I say that we're taught to think of certain foods as good and others as bad, I'm talking about morality. We tend to look at eating through a moral lens. Every food-related decision you make is considered a reflection of your character. When you choose to eat an apple, you're behaving morally. And when you choose to eat pizza, you're behaving immorally. In order to be considered a morally steadfast person, a good person, you must make moral food decisions more often than you make immoral food decisions. You must eat vegetables every single day and eat cookies only on special occasions. These are the rules, and no one is exempt from them. As I discussed in a recent video, these rules are tied directly to our collective glorification of discipline. To be disciplined in one's decisions about food is to behave morally. Restraint, we're told, is an indicator of good character. This is part of the explanation as to why we treat fat people with cruelty and disrespect. My compulsion to eat salad immediately after eating pizza stemmed from my desire to be good. More specifically, it stemmed from my desire to maintain control, insofar as losing control would lead to an avalanche of immoral food decisions. In my mind, if I failed to eat salad after eating pizza, I would fall into a tailspin, constantly eating pizza and never eating salad. Because this would lead to the worsening of my character in the eyes of other people, and because I very much want the approval of other people, I couldn't allow this tailspin to happen. So, I continued to eat salad. To put all of this into simpler terms, I ate the salad to justify eating the pizza. Eating just the pizza would have produced a net negative. There'd be nothing moral to balance out the immoral. Eating the salad was my way of making the meal morally neutral. Although it was wrong of me to eat the pizza in the first place, at least I made up for it by eating something good. I hope this goes without saying, but I can't overstate the toxicity of this mindset. Contrary to what we're told, what you choose to eat or not eat says nothing about the quality of your character. An apple a day may keep the doctor away, but it doesn't make you better than anyone else. In the same way, allowing yourself to enjoy the wonderful carb-filled creation known as pizza doesn't make you worse than anyone else. Those who restrict are not necessarily good, and those who eat freely are not necessarily bad. If we took all the importance we assign to food decisions and focused instead on how we treat other people, we'd all be a lot better off. And I think I will leave it on that note for today. As always, thank you so much for watching. Down in the description box, you'll find the phone number of the Anorexia, Nervosa, and Associated Disorders Hotline, which you or anyone you know can call if you're looking for immediate help. Thank you so much, and keep your eye out for the next video.